with your
No,
host, Silent Sookie. What's that? Are we live?
just went
I
live now.
think we're live. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ESK8 UK Live Show. It's Silent Sookie. I'm never riding. We got Dina, we got Karen, we got Torrie, Dina, Karen. It's in reverse, so this is my right hand, not my left. See, but welcome everybody to the show. We've got some of the fastest ladies I've ever seen on a skateboard here tonight. And we are here to talk about all things e-skate and related, racing, riding, what we wear when we ride, what we ride when we wear and fall, and all those types of good things. So, ladies, how's everybody doing this evening? Introduce yourselves. Go around. Well, I guess we can see your names, but say hi, everyone.
What's up?
Hi.
We're doing sign language, ESL, ASL, American Sign Language tonight. So one of the reasons why I asked all you ladies to get here together is because I've spoken with all of you a couple of times throughout the season this year, and Torrie just had her first race, and I was hoping that somebody could give her some few pointers on how to keep your feet on a maple, and Morgan Brady gave her some really good tips on she gets low, not to get too low, things like that. I know you like to scooch down a lot, Dina, when you're riding, especially on your launch.
Yeah, it takes some practice, but it can be worth it.
Yeah,
You can get it down if you can stay up.
exactly. Karen, how was that last race you just did at TEF 1? How'd you do? I didn't really get a chance to see your results.
I came not last because two people crashed out in front of me. So yeah, I think I got my 8th or something. I don't remember. But yeah, it was good.
Right.
Yeah, very tiring. It's the first time I've ever been on a big track like that. So my stamina was done by the end of, I think it was 5 laps in the finals, right, Dina?
Yeah, what was it, like half a mile?
It was long, and that was
huge.
the short track. They shortened the track as well because of the weather.
It was gonna be a full mile per lap, which would have been insane.
Yeah, my legs were cooked by the end. It was good fun. Yeah, again, the first time I've ever been on a big track like that, so it was good fun.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of first times, that was your first time on a track, Torrie. How'd you like it?
It was very nerve-wracking at first. I've never timed myself ever, but I did enjoy it, like around like lap 6 when I kind of was just like more focused into it and not like it was a lot of new experiences all at once. I'd never done, anything with tread. I'd never done double kingpin. I felt a lot more confident once I switched boards. I think simply just because your inboard is way too long. But
yeah. The 1.0, when you were on the 1.0, you was really ripping the heck out of that thing. Dina, she had 125s on, and you know how slippery they can be. And
oh yeah.
Right. And she was whipping my Endurance 1.0 around in the parking lot, just sliding. She it was very what's the guy from Australia? What's with the long dreads that rides for radio? Dylan, right.
Yeah.
She was very Dylan-esque. Very, very Dylan-esque.
Oh yeah.
And I mean the speed and the control was there. And I was really impressed because everybody else was, we know how we feel about the 125s. They're great for cruising. They're not the best for racing.
I think I've raced the first time I raced. I think I raced on those ones. It might have even been the original Mad Wheels or something like the 105s, but they're tougher on the track. It takes some skill to whip those around for sure.
The 105s are phenomenal, but they changed the formula for the 125s, so it's a slightly different compound. And then it's a different width and diameter and a different weight. And when you add all those different, specifications together and variables, it just ain't the 105 no more. It's the 125. Yeah, it's a whole different wheel. It's a great wheel, but it's a whole different wheel. I would race on the 105. I wouldn't race on the 125. And this girl really rips on the 125. So I was like, okay, it's all about finding your style. And she
also, sometimes it doesn't matter what you're on; it just matters about skill because we see it at ESK8 every year. I think even this year, what's his name, Brandon Desjardins, he was on a stock what was it, a meepo, and he made pro fast.
Yeah.
And like we're all on Stooge, these like super souped up race boards, and then there's this guy like showing us all up on just some
That's so
budget
funny.
board.
Yeah. Got the same with the East X-Ray racer Ian Gray. He was also on a two-wheel drive Atlas Carbon, so not even an Atlas Pro, and he made it into advanced. So
Yeah.
And the other guy won on a Ruckus. The other guy won on a Ruckus, a stock Ruckus from Propel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely about skill, and that's what I'm saying. Her skills is really, really. I was really impressed. She jumped on everything. She even jumped on the Too Swift tour, Dina, and never fell. She jumped on the Too Swift and never felt, like jumped on it and just start riding. One hesitation, working the throttle, but the other one she was on.
Once you get on it and you stand up for the first time, it's all easy after that. It's the standing up for the very first time.
Yeah. I think I've only ever gone in like a 10-second straight line on a Too Swift, but once you get going, it stays upright.
Right.
Next step is to put a cooler on top there. So
thank you.
And then we can really have fun.
It was at Vegas at ESK8 I turned around and just saw you sitting on a cooler on a Too Swift. I was like, what the fuck?
That's when I became a fan. I mean, I was a fan of the racing and all, but when I saw the Too Swift in the cooler, I was like, okay, I would wear her t-shirt. That is just the coolest thing
That's
ever.
That's a good idea. I'm writing that down. Cooler t-shirt.
Yeah.
Cooler.
Yeah. That's
one of my... ESK8 is going to be fun this year. That's all I know.
Yeah, for sure. And plus, we got the bigger tent, so we'll eliminate all the wind, and we can really focus on having fun and not holding down all our tents and all our gear and all our skateboards and stuff. So yeah, that should be fun. And the streets in Vegas. Have you been to Karen? Have you been to Vegas yet?
Yeah. I've gone every year apart from the first year. I've been at ESK8.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's where I first started meeting you at.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get to ESK8, it's just a world. It's a melting pot of everyone from around the world. It's the greatest.
Yeah.
And the streets are so sweet.
Yeah. That the group ride is my favorite, but it's just so scenic going through the strip with like 300 people all on ESK8 as well. It's amazing.
Yeah, Jacob's got a nice little route mapped out now. He's done it like 2 years in a row. When we go through the let's see, wait, got a sentence here. I'm hoping can find a way to bring Beaver to ESK8. Oh, snap. Yeah. All right, so that's Dickie. He rides with a dog. And that would be great if we can get the dog there.
Oh yeah, that'd be so cute.
There's a few people that ride with their dogs on the group ride.
Yeah.
Put them in that little carriage that what are they called? Little trailers?
Well, he sits it between his feet. He sits the dog between. Yeah, he sits the dog. The dog is like holding on for dear life.
All right.
But he's a rider.
The dog has skills.
Yeah, the dog has skills. The dog. These dogs these days, boy, they got it so lucky. They got it so lucky. So, in between now and ESK8, anybody got any plans? You say you're going to TEF1, Karen?
Hopefully, I don't think I'll be racing at TEF1 this year. I unfortunately have other commitments just before, but I am hoping to come down as photographer. But I will be at Amped, which is not ESK8, it's EUC, but I'll definitely be at Amped racing this year.
Okay. So that's all right. How about you, Dana? Any more events planned?
Yeah, so TEF1 Sonoma, gonna be racing ESK8 there. And then I think there's AVS also in that area. Maybe like a week before. Yeah, so I don't know if I can make it to that, but I'm thinking about it. After that, AVS, I think that's Apple Valley, so that's going to be down south, Southern California.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
it's a cool event. Yeah. Well, it's going to be a bit of a drive for me now that I moved, but
right.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my first time driving out to Ohio, and that was a nice drive. That was a really nice drive. Like, that was nice. Lots of mountains and ranges and tunnels and beautiful.
Which event was that?
The Heartland Help me out, Torrie. The Heartland.
Oh, that's where you guys were just now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Speed Wobbles event.
I wish
Speed
that was more
Wobbles,
on my
Keep
radar.
Fiddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make next year you gotta come. Plan it. Plan it. Next year
I need
is
to
gonna
start
be
putting all
bigger.
these events in my calendar because there's so many now. You can
Right?
you can totally miss them.
Yeah, they're all starting to overlap as well, so you have to make choices.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the budget is insane. Like it's somebody. We need to hit that lottery, that Powerball. You know, maybe we should. You know how like when people play, like you got your office mates, and we all chip in and buy a bunch of tickets. We should buy a bunch of tickets, a bunch of ESK8 tickets. I mean, we should buy a bunch of
ESK8
ESK8
Gambling
tickets.
Club. Let's go.
ESK8 Gambling Club. Okay, so we got the Dina t-shirts, the cooler Too Swift t-shirts, and the Gambling Club. That happens tonight. That happens tonight. Tonight. Is that illegal? Okay, maybe allegedly it happens tonight. Yeah.
Which part?
The Gambling Club. We're going to put together an ESK8 Gambling Club.
What's up, Fred?
Well,
Yo, Fred. Shoot, that would be a ESK8 Con free for the next 10 years.
I mean, they do sports betting.
Yeah.
Get us on FanDuel. Let's go.
I think this is different. This should work though. I know some people that can help make this happen. So look, everybody that's watching this, look out for some posts, because that's a good idea. There's hundreds of us. We can make this happen.
There's dozens of us. Dozens.
There's thousands, yeah, right? Come on, 1,000 tickets, 2,000 tickets. You know, I mean, I don't know how much tickets are. They're only got to be like $1 a piece. I got $3. I got $5. 5,000 tickets. We're gonna win this. All right. Stop this before somebody else goes and does the same thing. So, Torrie, any questions for Dina? Dina, any questions for Karen? Karen, any questions for Kyle? I just went around a circle.
Honestly, I want to hear more about the Heartlands festival, and I know Torrie did pretty well there too, so I want to hear about that.
I loved it. We need a talking stick or something. I know,
pass around a wrench or something.
Yeah. It was the first time I'd ever been around somebody. Like, anytime I ever went skating, I'd take, my best friend Brooklyn, and which I got her into it, so she always rode around with one of my boards. But it was just like, an out-of-body experience to look both ways and see 15, 20 people all on their own boards, all super nice boards, and everybody was super friendly. I don't think you'll find a friendlier community of people.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah, I got there first day, and I was so excited because I knew everybody rode each other's boards, but I didn't really know how it worked out. It was just like, hey, you want to try my board? And it's like, yeah, what was your name again? And it was great. It was what I would imagine heaven to be like. Everybody so friendly.
Did you enjoy the intro to speed side of things?
Help me out here, Neva. Which part was
the racing?
Oh, the racing. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I really enjoyed the track. I've convinced myself I'm gonna go to the store and get some of those cones so I can set up and practice more. Cause you can carve as hard as you want, as many times as you want, but it's still different. And I think I don't know. I did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. It was
Catch the bug. Yeah.
Yeah. I did not run into anybody on the track, which was, I don't know if, that's one thing, I'm torn, do I want to just full send, try to get through the track as quickly as I can, or do I try to, actively pay attention and not run into people? So I'm, paying attention, not running into people, break, because I don't want to, be that person that, slams into you, and now we're both,
It happens. ESK8Con every year, me and the NC ESK8 boys seem to always find each other. So
I don't have a choice.
Running in and getting into a head-to-head collision around this corner, off of the track, which was You know, we both got up and turned around. We're like, "Oh my god, are you okay? I'm so sorry." Like, ended up breaking.
I like to tease Josh at ESK8 because I'm like, "Oh, you're the guy that gave me a black eye."
Oh my god.
To each other.
So setups. Speaking of setups, because Torrie wasn't riding her own board, the setup, and it's all new, the setup wasn't right. And can we talk about that for a minute, Torrie? Like, how do you feel about the setup? How, because she switched boards in the middle of one. She did one lap and was like, "Fuck this! Next board, please."
Yeah,
where's the other one I was riding?
Like,
she grabbed the GT pivot and then she was good.
Because I could not see the problem. Because I run stock Meepo actually, like, and then you know, come into an event, you also get like all these insights on like so many different things. Like, you guys are doing crazy stuff with your bushings, might I just say? Like,
oh yeah.
like just all like I don't know if it's the tires that make it feel like this or if it's the deck or like everything's just so different on every board. It's super awesome. I also liked the pivot for the deck shape. That was a big one for me, like to be able to make it around the turns. I put my feet on like I use the sides of the board a lot to be able to like push around the curves and stuff, and like your inboard, like it's fun, it's got good brakes and throttle and everything, but I just don't think I could race with something like that being so long and like
wide.
Yeah, I don't race. That's not my race board
it's just flat. There's no little like part in the middle that and it's not concave at all. Like I don't know how.
It's part of being little
TKP
as well
too, right? It's like TKP and then the pivot is DKP, so that helps a lot. DKP actually you can race on it.
Yeah, my 1.0 is DKP. The 2.0 is reverse. Somebody broke the 1.0 because she was, you know, racing real hard.
Wait, did I really? What happened to it?
You raced a little too hard.
It's stuck in reverse. Anytime you turn it on, it's stuck in reverse.
Oh man.
It was like the board was possessed. It was one of those moments. It was almost funny.
That happened when I got into that head-to-head collision and like I fell on the remote.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't from the racing, I don't think.
Okay.
We were both okay. It was moral of the story. Maybe go a little bit go wider around blind curves, you know, and parking lots with other.
Yeah, parking lot fun.
It sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it was. We like tumbleweeded over each other. It was great. It was great fun.
Mm-hmm.
We both won the game of chicken.
Yeah, honestly, learning how to crash right is such a good skill to have.
Dina's had some epic knee slides. I'm still so upset I lost my camera at TEF because I got a really good video of you sliding out on your knees in the wet, but my camera vanished in the last race.
I forgot about that. You never found it?
No, it disappeared. It was a tiny little Insta the camera and it fell off during the race and I've never found it again. So
that is so sad. Yeah, it got really windy and rainy there, so it probably just got swept away.
Yeah. Me and Dina we have on the Stooge boards they're open back ESCs, so they're just open to all the elements, and they were like, "You're gonna be racing," and we're like, "It's still wet. Our ESCs are exposed." We're taping everything up.
I was so worried about that board frying. Mo would have killed me.
Yep.
Well,
the little I can't remember. It was like the duct taped fender. It actually worked. So.
Oh yeah, we put so much duct tape on that. It looked ridiculous.
Did it work?
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah.
Kept it dry.
That's all that matters.
Duct tape and bullshit.
Yeah.
Those Stooge boards, like, are they all really low to the ground, or is that kind of just Morgan's build?
No, mine's super. I think mine's actually lower than Morgan's. I have like one of the lowest ones. I'm lucky, I guess I'm one of the lighter riders because it does scrape if you put a lot of pressure on the sides. Yeah. I think it's the prototype, so the rest of them are like a few millimeters higher, but being low to the ground really helps with stability. So at those high speeds or just with cornering and stuff like that,
Yeah.
It helps to be lower.
Yeah. You were still catching wobbles at TEF though on the straight.
Yeah. I need to practice that. Honestly, it was just a bushings issue. So I
think
have
so.
harder bushings now for the big track, and then I just tighten it down. And you can also adjust the angle. So I adjusted the angles for big track now. I should be a little bit more ready for this next one.
Those are the stabilizer bars on the side?
Yeah, the little rods that stick up.
Okay.
I've got mine set up for short track, and I still had it set up for short track for TEF.
Oops.
Yeah, I can't move the rear bars though. I got something wrong with it. I don't know if it's bent or whatever, but yeah, so I'm stuck in short track mode.
Torrie has to learn all of that. She's about to get a 3-link system.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
and
like
she's in Missouri, so
harder
I
to work
can't help her.
on. Yeah, they're a little harder to work on, but once you take it apart and put it together once, you'll see. There's
Loctite would be your best friend.
tutorials online, actually. Maybe that's something that's worth putting out there. Yeah. Okay, cool.
After meeting other people, it makes me realize I really need to go and like go down the rabbit hole of like what everything is, because it really branches out onto so many things. And like before, like I've never even bought like separate wheels to put on. I just like, I always bought full sets, and then, I never even wanted to work on my boards. Like I started with just normal average longboards and stuff, and then I end up getting this Meepo Aurora in the mail, and I'm like, oh my god, this thing has belts on it. What? And I didn't even realize that belt maintenance and all of that, and then I just got sucked into it.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you break a belt and you get stuck somewhere.
And
it's the worst.
Oh man, or you're just like stalling at every throttle, trying like I'm only 2 blocks from the house. I'm gonna make it.
Oh, Suki's got the slide video. Yeah,
such an epic slide. That's such a great video. I love that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
You fall really good, Dina.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I don't. I fall like a sack of bricks.
I mean, there's an art to it. You got to slide. You got to know how to slide.
Yeah, I got a video on my Instagram. It's when you know you're gonna fall, it's a lot easier. But I have a video on my Instagram where I wasn't even riding or racing. We're just doing an outlap, and I went to adjust my goggles, forgetting I had a trigger controller, and I just hit the throttle as I did it.
I feel like everybody's had to have been there. I've done that so many times. Like,
it's always the dumb ones that mess you up the most.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
My favorite one is when you're standing still. When you come to a complete stop, like up a hill or something like that, and you're not moving, and then you just fall, like you forgot gravity existed. Not even moving, like literally not moving. It's the craziest.
I've accidentally throttled my own board into my own ankle. Like at least twice.
Yeah.
That's so painful.
Oh my goodness.
That's why I always tell everyone there, it's like, oh, I'm just going down the street. I don't need my helmet. I'm like, bro, he's just standing still. You can knock yourself out.
Yeah, I'm so guilty of that. I'm so guilty. I try to put my helmet on every time. I don't. If I'm saying I'm just going to the corner store 1 block down, 1 block over, I won't wear it. And I'll say, I literally will only go 5 or 9 miles an hour. I will not hit double digits. I will literally go that slow.
My biggest thing is like, it doesn't matter what speed you're doing. If you're riding in the city or the streets, it's the speed other people are doing. Like, so a car could hit you and you're only doing 9, but the car's doing 30.
Yep, the speed of life around you. I concur. I agree. I agree. I'm guilty. Guilty.
Have you guys ever had a car try to run you off the road?
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Like, and they'll do it slowly at first, and like it's
There's some crazies out there.
So like they really, really want to see you fall. Like they would really make their day if they could just see you like eat it, man.
I've got some nice bent Meepo trucks from the last time that happened to me. So.
Oh man, I broke my phone around Christmas because somebody freaking did that to me, and I was so pissed. My phone was in hand, and I went down and just, oh man.
It's weird. Every crash she does, I recreate like a week or 2 later. I don't know. I don't understand.
You crashed first at the event. You crashed first at the event.
Yeah, well.
I'm so sad I missed it. I wasn't around for it. I don't know what I was doing, but
I was chasing you.
uh,
You were around. You just didn't see because I was behind you.
that makes sense.
Trying to catch up, trying to keep
adds
up.
Speaking of back to the trip. So another thing, Dina, the group rides there completely different. Karen, completely different from Vegas. You know, in Vegas we got 1,000 lights. The strip is lit up. There's street lights all around. Ain't nothing but corn. They don't know how to spell street lights.
Just like in
They put up
Missouri,
corn instead of streetlights.
like home.
It's
It's just pitch black there everywhere at night.
Yeah, it's like playing
black.
chicken with the darkness. I like to think of it. You know,
Yeah.
like.
Oh
Gotta
my
bring your
God.
own light, huh?
Yes, BYOL. Bring your own
Yep.
light. And it's weird because since it was our first one, we didn't do it right. Everything didn't happen perfect. The line got stretched out, and as you know, the back starts to get separated from the front. So the front of the line literally was about 50 yards in front of us, but on the other side of a cornfield. And to get to the other side of that cornfield is like going around a cemetery. You know, it's like, or going around a naval base or something. Like there's no such thing as a small cornfield. So you would see all these beautiful lights on, you know, everybody's got their lights on, and you're like, oh man. Then you get to the next intersection, you don't know if they made a left or a right, and it was just horrible. So then you had to do the old faithful, hey Siri, where to park my car, and then you know. And then you start running into other people who also are looking for their car because we all parked in the same lot, and the group kind of met back up together. So next year we'll have walkie-talkies and EUCs helping to coordinate everything in. But the ride at night through the cornfields, you've never done it before, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh, I totally gotta go next year.
Oh, it's
Maybe
beautiful.
next year we can get popcorn and leave like a breadcrumb trail, but with corn.
I was thinking that. It was that type of trip. It was a Goonie adventure trip. It was really beautiful though. Oh, and riding by the lake at night, and then the restaurant and the food. Everything was just beautiful. It's a really nice event. You'll have fun. And it's
So
different.
Is this an annual one? Has it happened in previous years? Okay.
Nope, this is the first one.
Oh, this is the first one.
This is the first one.
Okay.
So
no wonder it wasn't on my radar.
Right. But
well, I hope it happens again, because that's
they're doing it again. Like we're planning it again. They're planning it again. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. The cabin we stayed in was nice too. We had a 6-person log cabin, and it was only 4 of us there, so it was plenty of space, and it was nice. Just plenty of towels and the shower. How was the shower, Torrie?
It was nice. They didn't have like the teensy little like shampoo bottle like that normal hotels do, and just
what they said.
It was nice. The entire cabin was nice. It really was. I was in top bunk right across from the bathroom. It was great.
Yeah, this ain't the golden nugget. You see what I'm saying? This is not the golden nugget.
Hey, I won $200 in the casino with a golden nugget. So, you know.
Oh.
I lost $200. You got my $200.
Probably.
It's a good time though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, small, intimate, close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, nice.
It's kind of like what Torrie said. You know, when ESK8 Con, you look anywhere in any direction, and it's just e-skaters just doing their thing, and it's like you meet your family for the first time. There's hundreds of them.
Yes.
It's such a vibe. And then not even at the event, like you're walking around the city late at night, and all of a sudden just 10 e-skater pass you, and you're like, yo.
Yeah.
You just
especially
and stuff, and
you're all
it's probably your friends.
In the same hotel as well. It's like the amount of people I just kept bumping into. I bumped into you when we were just walking through where the pool area is, and I was like,
yeah. Yeah, super randomly. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And it's always a place to ride, the lights in Vegas always being on, always a place to ride. Always.
Yeah, we went out at it must have been 2 a.m. we couldn't sleep, and they're like, "Should we go ride?" Like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm so looking forward to those 2, 3, 4 in the morning rides when it's just you in the street.
Yeah, that's the
It's a little
best
tricky when you have
time.
to race, but
Yeah,
make sure you wake up for your race.
It's the biggest thing is getting up the next day.
Yeah, it's so hard.
When they're like, okay, your race starts at, what was it? The women started like super early. It started like 7 a.m. or something. I can't remember what time it was.
Oh, really?
I remember it being ridiculous.
It was pretty early. I think we had to check in by 8 o'clock or something, but then the women's was up first, so yeah, you had to be over there pretty quick.
Yeah.
Just the first day. I think the second day and the third day were easier because you're already checked in and you're. I left some of my gear there. I just left some of my stuff at the event.
Oh,
cheaper stuff. Yeah, because they had we just put our tents down and stuff, and they had some sort of security, but we just like my pads and stuff. I just left there.
Okay.
Less things to carry.
I'm excited to see how the whole SCon thing plays out. For sure.
We'll see. It's tough being a 3-day event. It's like the first day is awesome. You go ham, and then the second day, you're like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, tired out.
And then you remember that there's a third day, and then you're really food.
That's why sometimes this is the first year I'd qualified for finals at ESK8 So normally by the third day I'm like, sick, chill day. But this year I was like, I qualified for finals in both the women's and I think it was novice this year, and I was like, damn it.
Oh wow. Well, congrats. Yeah, that's awesome. That's my goal to hit 2 categories. I'm hoping I place in 2 categories this year. Well, next year.
Are you eligible for masters yet? Or?
Yeah. That's all what I've been racing since they started. I think this is my 3rd year racing. I'm starting to lose track, but yeah, I did the masters last year and I did the masters this year. And they didn't have it the year before that, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. And I don't know if I raced. I don't think I raced that year.
Yeah. I'm liking these additional categories they've got because it's been really nice to introduce people to racing. It's one of the few races a year where there is a true novice category and you can bring any board and race. Like there was a guy racing on a penny board there, which is amazing. Like just come, have fun, race, which is really nice.
There was a guy in Ohio. Well, no, there was a child. There was a toddler in Ohio on a skateboard in the group ride, and he was riding with us. How old was he? Like 5, 6? Like he was.
Know.
Yeah, he was a short little thing. Yeah, I mean, he might have been like 4 or 5. He was young. He was young. Yeah. The average board was bigger than him, and he was keeping up with us. And then he crashed out. Boy, you should have seen the whole
hard curve. Yeah,
and he jumped right up. I'm all right. I'm good.
I'm okay. They have a shorter distance to fall.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah. Less weight behind them too.
Yes.
They just pop. They just bounce.
Yeah. But it was so cute. Like it wasn't. I mean, he was keeping up with us at our speed. He was out. This little kid was out. Yeah. You had to see it. You had to be there. He's so adorable.
We've had a little Grom growing up with us here in Toronto. She was 4 when I first met her. She's now 11. No, she wasn't 4. I think she was like 7 or something, but she's now 11. We unfortunately lost her to the EUC crowd, but she's a little ripper. And honestly, she's growing up to be a good racer as well, especially on the EUC side of things. So it's great having these kids involved and growing up with it.
Yeah, I think that was Will Little's son. That was Will Little's son. Meeting all the people, that's the other part. Meeting everybody and remembering names and getting names. It's easier to just say, hey, pink board, hey, red board, hey, yellow board.
I wish we could all have our username, like our Insta tag on like Josh. Like I think Speed Wobbles first in my head,
Same.
And
I just call him Wobbles. I don't even know his name.
Like they tell me their name and I'm thinking, and then they'll tell me like their username or something. Like Greg, and then he told me Greg Shreds, and then it clicked. I don't know why I didn't get it from Greg, but I gotta hear the whle username.
I remember people's helmets. So I'm like, all right, the guy in the gray helmet, that's so and so. and then they buy a new helmet, and I'm pissed because I memorized their gear again.
It's like, even at these events, half the time you spend talking to them in their helmets, so you don't even see their faces. So you go to the like after parties or whatever, and it's the casual side of things where everyone's got their helmets off, and they're like, "I've been talking to you all day," and I'm like, "You had a helmet on."
Yeah, I hardly recognize Morgan without his helmet on.
Yeah.
I'm always like, you look familiar. Where do I know you from?
You
know, but
I've been enjoying his new red outfit.
Champion.
Yeah. Yeah,
if he shows up in a different jacket, then I might not. It's gonna take me a minute because I just red jacket.
Well, it's all red now. It used to be like gray
the red
and black.
is good. The red is good. Stands out. A lot of these guys are just wearing full black, and it's just can't tell them apart.
Brett was saying when he was commentating at TEF, because they were up in the crow's nest and they couldn't clearly see everyone's helmets and stuff, and he was like, the person wearing black is behind the person also wearing black. Like,
coming up quick on the other guy wearing black.
Yep.
Karen and Dina, do either of you have a onesie, a one-piece leather?
No, I do motorbike jacket and a motorbike kind of like corduroy pants. So they have Kevlar in them, but they're not full leather.
Okay. Do you plan on getting a onesie, Dina?
Yeah, I'm hoping to work with Lazy Rolling on that. We've been talking. I sent them over my measurements and stuff, but they're I know they just switched factories and just working a lot of logistics, but I'm hoping eventually they'll be able to set me up with a racing suit, and then I would be representing them on the tracks, which I would also love to do. So, and it would be amazing for a company to offer that as a product. So that's something probably for the future. For now, I just have mismatched pieces of equipment that you know what? I don't
you got
even know.
a nice style. You got a nice style.
I make it work, you know.
Like yeah.
Your shoes concern me. Every time I see you, you're just in like sneakers.
Yeah.
Well, how did the shell tops work?
The what? The high tops or?
No, the shell tops. The shell top Adidas. How they work out for you?
Oh, just the short ones that I was wearing at TEF 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually wore those accidentally. Those were my nice shoes, my nice going out shoes. And I showed up that morning. I didn't think I was going to race at TEF 1 in New Jersey. So I showed up in the morning. My board was not working. And I was also in some pain. I was having some health issues. And then I took enough painkillers and my friends fixed up my board. And all of a sudden I was like, I guess I am racing. So I had to work with what I had. Those were not racing shoes. They were so soft and squishy, like.
Okay.
You got it done.
Yeah, I usually wear the Vans high tops or the New Balance high tops. Those ones are my favorite for sure. Racers should have different colors on the track. Actually, I was thinking give everyone a different colored vest, and then we can just call on them like that. It's a good idea.
Or custom helmets.
I got stickers all over mine. That's customized for me.
Yeah, that worked out nice. I like your helmet.
Thank you. I got hit by that car and I was like, I just need one right now because I do not want to wait to get back out there. So I just did not think about how people had different size heads. So I got like just the default, which of course is like probably, I'm guessing, an average sized man's head. And so I kind of look like a I feel like I look like a bobblehead a little bit, but it does its job and it's got the music in it. So it's all, it's got approved. It might be a little big, but it doesn't fall off. It's got the chin strap. We're all good. So, so what kind of shoes do you guys race in then if, sneaker, like what is the ideal shoe?
I'll let Dina go first and I'll go get mine and show you.
I like flats. I like like Vans or something like that. Just the ones with the flat and like the thick bottoms. So I usually go for either Vans or New Balance, and I like the ones with the high top to get a little bit more ankle support. And that seems to work out for me.
I used to skate in high tops. That was like my first shoe obsession skating with.
Oh yeah, I've gone through so many pairs of shoes because I've destroyed so many racing as well. Like you take one crash and all of a sudden your shoelaces are gone. So
oh yeah, I have a collection of dollar store shoelaces because of that reason.
oh yeah, and they're all crashed. Like the shoes that I have right now, like oh my god, they used to be this nice white cream color. Yeah, they're not anymore.
Yeah. I use these. They're I can't pronounce it, but Dainese motorbike shoes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
I
probably got
still
some protection.
yeah, I used to race in Vans as well, the high tops. So I got super used to the flex. So I didn't want a proper motorbike shoe because they're very rigid, but this one flexes, which is really nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But they still have ankle protection, steel toe.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got lots of like slide protection and stuff. So if you slide out on your feet, it's got the nice like anti rub through. The shoelaces are super tough as well. And it has a plate in the back of the heel. So the heel doesn't flex, but it's also like, you know, safe enough. So yeah, motorbike street.
What brand is
those
that?
are really cool.
Dainese, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Dainese.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dainese.
Hashtag sponsored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also ride motorbike, so it doubles up for me, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I ride motorcycles also.
Or are they kind of heavy on your feet?
They are lightweight. I used to have another pair that didn't have the mesh, and good God, my feet stunk afterwards. It was so sweaty. But these ones have mesh, so they're very breathable, and yeah, they flex really well.
Nice, yeah.
Which is nice. But yeah, they've definitely saved my foot a few times. The ESK8 Con this year, I'd only just started learning to ride this stooge, and I crashed like 5 times. Feet were fine, even when I had a foot strap on. I'm kind of flexible anyway, so it was not so bad. But like, there's a video of my ankle just being like 90 degrees. But the shoes, they definitely saved my feet a few times.
Oh yeah, Torrie, have you had a chance to try the foot straps yet?
I did. I tried the foot straps. So the first time was on an mobile board. I always butcher the name, but I actually had to ride switch for it. So it was. Okay. I'm like kind of pooting around the parking lot trying to like just go in one circle, and I'm like, because I don't know, like some people are so talented and they can do either foot like either way, but like the second I try to skate regular, I'm like wobbling and like horrible. But luckily somebody else had another board that was set up for Mongo. So then I really got to enjoy freaking the straps and the big, like I call them all mountain boards to me, you know, like with those tires. The straps saved me at once. They kept me from flying right off the back of the board. So that was exciting, but I don't know, the whole thing, I'm also like, they're so much faster than what I run, so I understand the point of the straps, but at the same time, I feel like that would make it more difficult to be able to push the board around, because like, I do a little shuffle when I'm on my board. I'm always kind of like moving my feet back and forth, you know, and
yeah, that's true.
That's the thing I had to unlearn, because I also have the tiny feet problem where I have to like move my feet a lot.
Yeah.
The boards are designed for dudes with size 500 feet. But yeah, it's something I had to unlearn when I started racing is I have a foot strap. My front foot does not need to move, and neither does my rear foot anymore. Just keep your feet still.
Oh, wow.
I still, to this day, if I get into a bit of like I've been racing all day and I get a bit tired, my default instinct kicks in and I keep trying to move my feet, and it makes me go really unbalanced in corners.
Yeah,
it's a different style of riding. So I've done both, and there's fans. There's people who are diehard no foot straps. Like I think Rux and Tucker are 2 racers that do that. And then there's people who run the foot strap for racing. I love it. I feel like it gives me advantage through the corners. Some people say it's kind of dangerous if you fall down, your foot gets tangled and mangled, but so far it's been fine.
Yeah, I think the people that are diehard no foot straps normally have big feet, so they don't need them.
Yeah. They can just lean and they turn.
Yeah, literally. It's one thing I've always had to have a discussion with the boys. They're like, just lean, and I'm like, my foot does not fit on the board. I can't just lean.
Yeah, I'm working on a foot strap design with a couple of designers, a couple of couple of print, the guys with the 3D printers, working on some designs for a foot strap. Something that's never been done before, of course.
I love 3D
printing. You three ladies will definitely get some free samples.
Nice.
And that's available. But yeah, it's finding somebody with the right 3D printer that can do it all. Rocks. Oh, okay.
Hey, send me the files once you got that done. I'll throw it on here.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a printer in the corner over there as well.
Yeah, so you guys are smart. Yeah, we're working on some things. The guy that just posted and asked a question or made the comment, Jared, he doesn't wear foot straps and he is a sliding fool. Like he's good. Torrie and him, they both have a really good no foot strap technique right now. So
I agree.
You can be a great racer either way, really.
Yeah,
so.
no foot strap for sliding is for sure the way to go.
I wonder if it correlates if like whether you like straps or not, if it correlates to whether you started skating non-electric first. I feel like we need to run a poll and see, like, because I don't really know your guys' skating history at all, but did you start out with e-skates or did you start out, the old-fashioned way, if you will?
I started mountain boarding, so it was always strapped, which was yeah.
Okay.
And then I started out longboarding, just acoustic longboarding, but then I also snowboard a lot, so that's straps. So I'm comfortable with either. Yeah.
Yeah, I snowboard too, so I can do straps, so I want to try
it
it,
was
but I've never done it.
familiar feeling for me, so when I did that.
Right.
Yeah.
Snowboarding is the first thing on my bucket list.
Oh, you got to do it. It's so much fun.
I will say, so much fun. E-skating messes up your muscle memory with snowboarding. So you'll be like,
you think so?
you just lean it like a skateboard, and then you're like, nope, edge.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's all good when you're going straight. The second you got to start turning and leaning, different muscles.
Like, whoa, what am I doing here?
Yeah. It's like, how come it doesn't? Your feet are moving.
It's weird because you like e-skate, you move both feet same time, right? Snowboarding, it's like you twist the board to make it turn a little bit, so you have to do opposite feet, which is kind of weird.
It's been a while for me. I'm trying to think about it.
My whole skating thing, because I kind of do like the opposite feet for like turning and stuff on skateboarding. Like.
Yeah, like when I'm carving. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's same but different.
All goes back to the straps.
It's all balanced sports at the end of the day. As long as you can stay upright, you're good.
We've all got the same passion behind us.
How close are you to Colorado, Torrie?
I'm pretty close to Colorado. I've been to Colorado before. I was just it's like 1 or 2 states off to the west. Yeah.
I'm going snowboarding there in a couple of months. I'll send you an invite.
All right. Which resort?
I don't know. The wife and my aunt booked it, I think. I just pay for things.
Just turn up.
Okay. You're just the wallet.
I'm just dad. Yeah. Dad wallet. Get dad to pay for it. He'll do it. And I do it. So, But hey, I get to go snowboarding in Colorado, so it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's amazing out there.
Yeah, they take me along, I pay for everything, but they let me come.
Colorado's on my bucket list of places to visit one day.
Okay.
It's fun during the summer because all those ski resorts, those trails open up for, mountain biking and stuff. And sometimes you can get away with taking your either off-road e-skate or EUC out there. I've been doing it out here in Tahoe, and those trails are nice.
Nice.
How long are you going to be out there?
A couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun, though. Lots of new terrain to explore.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's good. I'm jealous. My friend is out. He just moved out into California, and he was telling me, and he just got a motorcycle, and he says, yeah, I'm just going to cruise, what is it called, Mulholland Drive or something, and go up to 104 and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait. You're in California with a motorcycle, your very first motorcycle, and you're riding all these legendary roads? And he's like, yeah, great, ain't it? I'm like, oh my god, like I've never been on those roads. I want to, but getting a motorcycle from LA, I mean from Philly all the way to LA is, you got to rent one when you get there. It's just something I haven't done. But now that I'm going everywhere east, it's crazy. Things that I would look at on in life, like doing on my motorcycle, whatever. I'm like, oh, that's impossible. But somebody says, hey, you want to go ride a skateboard through some cornfields in Ohio? All right, I'll be right there. When do I leave? It's amazing how this sport has like opened up my mind to nothing. There are no borders. Like there just are no borders.
There's so many people that are like, hey, come visit. Like the Hawaii guys are like, hey, just come through. We have an extra board. Or, the Canadians and even Australia, and they're like, yeah, come visit us. I'm like, I wish I could. Like maybe I will.
China. Listen, Propel is Propel is asking me to come to China. I want to go to China so bad.
Those guys are so cool. I'm a big fan of the Propel.
Yeah, they're sweet.
They're really awesome. Mm-hmm.
Russell.
Yeah, they were at Electrify. I got to chat with them a bit. So.
Okay.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yeah, I have the GT and then the little shortboard, the little Sigma.
The Sigma.
Yeah, that one's fun too.
Shortboard. That means your mini game's ready, right?
Dude. Yeah, actually. When is that? That's also going on my calendar. The mini games, the PV mini games.
Should be in February, so it's an excuse for you to come visit Toronto. It will be winter, but it's all indoors. So
exactly. Tucker had a time out there. I remember seeing his videos.
His board was incredible. I loved it. He chopped down turned a tiny board into a short board, and it was amazing.
Yep. He literally took a saw to that thing and just made it a mini board. Yeah.
Queen Vivian is coming on. That's gonna be great.
I had a InstaWheel, which InstaWheel V8 was my first board, and then I accidentally bought the same exact board 2 boards later because I was so excited. I had board money. I didn't read the description. I bought the same exact boards, which paid off because one night drinking and skating and friends riding boards and exciting new electric board freaking throttled straight into the curb and broke the deck off and the wheels and the trucks were all still connected to because it broke right before where the wheels are. So now I'm thinking I can just drill holes and just be a little bit shorter now.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I had 2 of the same board, and the first board, because I used it to commute to work, so rain, snow, as long as it was a half an inch or less, I could get through that as well. And I had to leave it chained up to a bike rack, because I was working at a prison at the time, so I couldn't bring that in, but, no, I'm gonna, sorry, but, the battery and the EUC, or the rest of it, was still, that was the part that was broken, so I had an extra deck, so it actually paid off, having 2 of the same board.
Yeah, you did a deck swap, right? You mixed all the components and made a Frankenstein. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. At this point, Frankenstein is not even on the original deck of either of the boards because I was carrying that one when I got hit by the car, and I guess when it flew, it injured that deck as well. So I put it on a It's got Karamoa grip tape on it. That I was able to get off completely intact. I'm still really proud of that, with a freaking hairdryer and a razor blade, all off in one piece, still sticky and all. So I just, I ended up, I think, putting wood glue to, because I tried to put it on the Karamoa deck, but then the wire was this short for it all to work out. So I ended up putting a bunch of protectant and shit all over, and then put it back on the original board I had it on, but then switched, it was just, I call it Frankenstein because it's just a whole mess. That's the backup of all backup boards right there.
Right.
Yeah. Because I am a little bit hard on my boards, which, it's a hard truth to come to. It's a very sad truth to come to. But, So then you just have bits and pieces of boards that are still good. And I never throw away anything skateboard related. You know, I'll keep it forever. So I still got broken batteries that like it will never work again. I don't know why I keep it, but I'm gonna keep it. You know, I might use the casing one day. I enjoy it though.
I have my shelf of shame downstairs of all my broken e-skate parts.
Yeah, you can't throw them away. Like, you know, there's good memories with that.
Yeah, honestly, it's come in handy for fixing other people's boards in the community as well. When like I had my first ever board was a Backfire G2, I think it was, that I actually bought, and I destroyed that thing. The deck was all cracked, the cake like wrecked. But one of the guys in our community needed a Backfire battery, and I was like, here you go. And then someone else needed the wheels off of it, and I was like, here you go. And then trucks and whatever. So yeah, it's always handy to have about.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have actually come, like, that's another thing that's so great about the community. I was riding my Aurora when I got hit by the car, and it was split vertically down the middle, the deck was. And I posted about it, and somebody just, like, land surfing, on Instagram, he messaged me, and he's just like, hey, I have an extra Aurora board. The lights don't work, but you can have it. I'll send it to you, and you just pay, once you get it, just pay me back for shipping. And I was like, this could not have worked out better. And like, to my surprise, my pleasant surprise, the lights did work. Not all the way around, but I mean, neither did my other deck. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah, that really, it touches your heart when you're like in a tough situation. People's like, hey, I can actually help you out with this. You know, like when they find you and just like, oh man, it was great. I already had enough headaches going on with the car accident. You know, I didn't want to have to deal with freaking finding a deck, and Meepo doesn't have the best customer service. So,
speaking of accidents, how have you been feeling since you kissed the windshield?
It's getting a lot better now. I don't stutter as much, and like I can remember words better. Like I'm still not back to before. Like I'm not back to full health yet, but I've made a lot of progress, specifically like in the last 2 months. Like the first 3 months, it felt like I was getting nowhere. I thought I was gonna just be like that for the rest of my life, you know. But I'm starting to actually see progress, and which thank God, because it was really rough there for a while. The first like 4 months. Now I'm die hard. Wear your helmets, guys. Like, because just like you said earlier, it doesn't matter how fast you're going.
Yeah.
Because you could get hit by something going, 30 miles and like.
Yeah.
And like you don't just get hit once. You get hit by the car and then you hit the ground. So I just want to point that out there as well. It wasn't
double whammy.
Yeah, like.
Karen and Dina, I don't know if y'all know Torrie's backstory a little bit, but somewhere, what was it? May, January, March, April,
March,
was it?
It was March 18th.
Yeah, March.
It was 1 year after I got my Meepo Aurora.
Yeah.
And happy 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. I knew. Yeah, because on Snapchat I had the 1 year ago today, and I was standing there with my box, and fucking, I was like, oh wow. Later on that day, I get hit by a car. I was like crazy. So it was just right before SCon too.
Mm-hmm. And the doctor said, well, there's no bleeding on the brain, so we don't have to do brain surgery. So that's the good news.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I had internal head bleeding. But luckily it was outside of my skull. So, I mean, the cop and the EMT, they asked me if I blacked out, and I was like, no, I didn't black out. And they looked at me pretty surprised.
You're like, you sure about that?
Yeah, I was like, I think so. I couldn't see. It was crazy because I couldn't see anything for like, I want to say a minute and a half, 2 minutes after I got hit.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, like I started seeing it up, and I like everything was starting to come back into focus, and like it was pretty crazy.
It's scary. I had a bit of a scare last year at Amped, where I knocked myself out, but I wasn't physically out. But I have no memory of like 20 minutes of what happened. I just woke up and I was sitting in a chair under a tent. And I just remember Brett pulling the car around, being like, "Okay, are you okay? I'm going to bring the car around." And then I was like, "No, I'm fine." Wait, how did I get here? And I was just like 20 minutes gone, and I was just like, "Whoa."
Did you hit the back of your head?
Side. I had a helmet on, thankfully, so fuck, it probably would have been a lot worse if I didn't. But yeah, I just went down straight on the side and knocked myself out.
Yeah. Man, that was the only head injury I'd ever had. And it's funny because my dad had really been on my ass for like 2 months prior. Like, you need to get a helmet, you need to get a helmet. And I was like, I will get one. It's in my head. I'm going to do it eventually. I'll order one eventually when I feel like it. And like, I was like, but don't worry, Dad. I've been skating for like, 6, 7 years. I've never fallen on my head. I always kind of roll like, and Yep, no, but I did not think of, he sure showed me because I did not think of somebody else making me fall. I just thought of me falling, so.
Yeah. You got to remember, other people are idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. My worst falls have just literally been 1 mile an hour. 2 miles an hour. My worst ones. It's that one where, that feeling when you like burp and hiccup at the same time or something. It goes down like both 2 or 3 pipes all at one time, and you're like, how am I about to die? And I'm just sitting still. Those are my fall. Those are the type of falls I have. Like, it's, I'll just grab this wrench or something and I'm on my board and it's like, oh God, blah, blah, blah.
It's dangerous to go slow. It is. Like, I'll be walking or I'll be skating around like next to my friend who's walking, so I'm like barely inching by, and then you just like, especially with normal boards like that don't have as much weight to them, you'll just get thrown and you're going like 2 miles an hour. I'm pretty good at being able to like stick my foot out and like catch myself, but it's definitely got to be entertaining to see.
Yeah, so some people ask me like, "Oh, how fast does that go?" And then I tell them, and then they freak out and say, "Damn, isn't that dangerous?" And I tell them like, "Dude, I've taken falls on a racetrack going 40 miles an hour or more, and I just slide. I'm fine. I get up."
Yeah.
But then I'm standing still at like a crosswalk, and I just, do something stupid, and I get hurt.
Flat. So, like if you go straight to the ground, that's God.
Exactly.
And I always say, like, I've heard of people dying from sneezing too hard. So it's like, dude, just go skate. Like, it's fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, right. I tell people, I'm like, it's a life skill because, like, one of the statistics at the prison, like, the thing that took out the most workers was falling. And that really shocked me because I was falling all the time, So I'm like, how are you guys like just falling like, down one step and you're fucking out for months, Like maybe you should learn, This is why everybody needs to learn to skateboard because that's the first thing you learn is you learn how to fall.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I actually work in a prison too, and I got kicked halfway across the room backwards, and I'm flying with my arms just like, oh no. And I'm thinking, okay, if I was on a skateboard, I would be okay. So I'm going to be okay when I land. And I was. I landed, I fell, I rolled, I got right back up. And everybody's like, are you okay? Are you going to go out? Are you hurt? Are you going to go out? We got it on camera. Oh my God, the whole building had it on camera and was watching.
And that's so awesome.
I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm a skateboarder. That was nothing.
Drop the video in the chat.
I would pay money for videos of me wiping out. My mom put it in my head one day. She's like, somewhere out there, someone's got to have dash cam footage of you wiping out. And like, I never thought about that before. And like, oh man, like me and my best friend Brooklyn, we'll go to Walmart. And one time we hit each other head on, and like she was going fairly slow, so she was able to run it off. But I messed up my knees pretty bad, and like I just went flying, and part of me just wanted to go in Walmart and be like, can I see your parking lot footage, please?
Lady's probably like, she's gonna sue me or something.
Oh God.
Also, I need some band-aids. Let me go to the
oh my gosh. Yeah. Speed Wobbles bandaged me up at the track. He did a great job. I gotta say, Josh, Speed Wobbles, thanks for the bandages. You did an excellent job. I was back up and running in no time after chasing Torrie and falling. But
he did have a top-tier first aid kit. Like, he was ready.
Yeah, he put that second skin on there, and that was the greatest. I could go right back to, oh, I'm not hurt. I mean, I was leaking and oozing DNA, but other than that, I was cool. I could ride. Thanks, Josh.
Josh is great.
Yeah, he gave me
man of many talents.
Gave me wheels at TEF 1. I wouldn't have raced without his wheels. Yeah. So
yeah, he's a saint, man. He is a saint. Yeah, he's a saint. He does everything. He cuts hair.
What makes the community great?
Right.
People like that, you know.
Yes. Yeah, great community, man. I love us. I really do.
Yeah, he helped me out. Then he was worried about me beating him. I was like, you shouldn't have helped me out. I would have been out. Like, I wouldn't have raced.
Yeah.
He was there sweating like, oh shit, she's back
in. He won anyway, didn't he? So
he did, yeah. I wiped out.
It was the track. I think you'd have had him.
I had him. I had to give him one, you know, like. Yeah, I wiped out pretty bad on that race.
It's so sweet.
I'm still amazed that on a technicality, because Jeffrey Peralta crashed, I technically beat him. So
yeah. Oh, he's had such bad luck.
I know. He's got to stay upright.
Oh man.
Speaking of bragging rights, hey Torrie, you saw that you had faster laps than me, but I had a faster overall time than you.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say that's because I've never raced a track before, and cause see, my quickest lap was quicker than your quickest lap.
Yes, it was.
But that was also my 10th lap, so had to get a feel for all the new stuff.
I feel that trying a new board at a track on the day is great.
Yeah, everything was new. So
yeah, that was my ESK8 con this year. First time on a stage board with the trigger controller. The board, during the women's qualifying, my first corner, my motors just fell off.
Oh my goodness!
And I had to finish my qualifying with just like my pinion gear and my motors just dragging on the ground. And I was like, I got to get a lap in. I got to qualify somehow.
Right.
What a mess!
Ran over to Mo straight away, like, help me. And, got my board back together. That's when I learned Loctite is your friend for stooge boards.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. That stuff will come apart.
Yeah.
Good
it's
to
amazing.
Know if I ever invest in one of those.
Oh, yeah.
The more advanced these boards get, the more they come apart. I don't.
That's why I'm saying. You say I'm rough on boards. I'm saying they just need to make them more sturdy.
Yeah. I'm the same. I'm pretty rough with my boards, and they're getting better. I've broken less and less of them, so I think they're slowly catching up to our stupidity. But
yeah, I want to say certain Meepo doesn't stand up the way I'd like it to. It has the specs going for it, but they're also cost an arm and a leg. So if it didn't have the specs, I'd be pissed. But I gotta say my Insta wheel, which it has a top speed of 30, it doesn't accelerate very great, and the brakes aren't great. It's just a pretty below mid-tier board. But I will say you can put those boards through the ringer and back that is something, because that was my first board, so I did not realize that not all boards were made to withstand, so which is pretty upsetting. But
yeah, a lot of the straight out the box boards are built for your everyday Joe who's just commuting to work.
Yeah, and I've really come to notice that, and especially when I looked at how long belts should last you, which I don't know. I do a lot of miles on mine. I use my boards a lot. I love them to the fullest, and I will love them till they're no longer running underneath my feet. I'll take a crash for the last ride of the board, just to make sure I really get it all out. And that's how you get stuff like Frankenstein.
Yeah, the first belt always lasts the longest. And then I start riding it a little bit harder, and then I go into dirt and stuff, and then I start breaking belts more.
Oh yeah,
so it really depends on how hard you're riding the board.
I don't think I've ever snapped a belt Because I run my belts, because I run my belts really loose on purpose. If I'm street riding, because I never need to brake super hard, so they're only going to slip if I brake really hard. So I just don't, and it makes my belts last a really long time. They're not like loose to the point of like flippy floppy. It's just they will slip if I brake hard, but that's it.
So how much like play do you have?
Enough to like poke it and it will sink, but it's still
a half inch or less. How much sink?
Probably less than half an inch. Yeah.
Okay.
It's enough that like if you're to suddenly full brake hard, it will slip. But if you soft brake and like nice and smooth, it's not going to slip.
I stripped my belts, and I was wondering what the heck was going on because they weren't broke, but they were there, but the power was gone, and the motors are spinning, but the wheels ain't moving, and that's when I realized I stripped my belts. They were just flat. All the teeth were gone.
We had recently our ESK8 annual ESK8 camp in Toronto where we carry all our camping gear on our backs and ride our ESK8s like 50 kilometers out and go camping for the weekend. We had, I think we had 2 belts snap, and it's just because people are running their belts really tight and they'll just snap. So if you're doing long range riding and stuff, I do recommend loosening them up a bit. Just you got to find that balance between too loose and stripping and too tight and snapping. Is a nice balance in between.
I never try and run them tight.
Yeah, that's why I break mine.
Don't get any rocks
stuck in the dirt.
I always just catch a rock and the rock starts splitting it, and then every time it goes around, it's a new spot, and then before you know it, you got 3 belts on your board.
Yep.
And then you don't know if you should just run without the covers, because maybe the covers are what is keeping the freaking rock in there, and then you run without the covers, and then more rocks just get in there, and there's like nothing you can do except just like let it happen sometimes.
I snapped a motor mount on the 1.0, the one you were riding, the Torrie, the Endurance 1.0. I just snapped a motor mount, and so the motor was literally just hanging, there was no space for it to move, and that's the only reason why it didn't fall off, because it was just the wheel was holding the bushing, the gear in. It just was no room for it to fall apart. But it was dangling and jiggling, and I did like mess up the inside of my mad wheel. Like I wore it down, but I was still going home at like 25 miles an hour. If I had known that it was that literally separated from, I would not have played, Russian roulette. But I knew it was a problem, but I didn't check. I said, well, it's not.
You never want to assume it's the motor falling off.
Exactly. Exactly. So I just rode home, and then when I got home, I'm like, oh shit, the motor was literally hanging off on this thing. It just didn't fall. I don't know how the hell it didn't, but I get it didn't.
Yeah, probably like just leveraged up between like the other motor
wheel.
And the
It leveraged up against the wheel. I messed up the inside of the wheel, which is just crazy because the wheel is spinning. So how it didn't?
Yeah, how did you not feel that a little bit? Like you didn't feel like the dragging on one side.
Only when I was carving hard.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, once I felt it, I said, okay, I'm going right back to the car. But it was a couple of miles. It was definitely.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do with no tools on you anyway?
Yeah, exactly. I'm bad. Like, I'm really embarrassed sometimes with what I do, how I go out. Yeah, I'll go out naked. I will go out with no tools, nothing. And just a remote, like the board's fully charged, the remote's fully charged. I know I can do a good, I got gear on, I got helmet and gloves. I can do 30, 40 miles and come home and not have to carry a bunch of cameras and gear. And every now and then I say, I'm just going to go for a ride and not record content or worry about anything. I just want to enjoy myself and relax. And that's when something breaks. And I'm like, damn it, I wish I had that on camera. But when I got the camera, everything's fine usually, except for me falling here and there.
Yeah.
I think I got this fall on camera, Torrie, when I was chasing you.
Did you? I did not get that. James was not. He couldn't find the video of me falling. I was so excited to see that, but it wasn't on the camera. So
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
only in our memories.
Yeah, I'm thinking a foot strap for you. Both foot strap for both of us. I'm going to
Just
graduate.
not tight. You're not going to strap your foot down. Just
yeah.
Dina, have you ever tried the Tommy Boy bindings, the ratchet ones? They get tighter and tighter if you want.
I mean, mine are ratchet. I'm running the MBS ones, the mountain ones.
So,
or what's that?
When I say ratchet, not to tighten down the strap, but like you can crank it one step forward, then one step forward, then one step forward. The whole thing just and it's open like half. It's a claw that goes over your foot.
Like the summer board ones.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he's got like ratcheting summer. So have you never tried them?
But I have tried them on the summer board, and I also have them. I've tried them on other people's boards. I like them; they're really cool. I think that's a great option. I do prefer being fully strapped in because I do rely on that foot strap to really get me through the turns. So I like my foot to be actually wedged in there. And if I fall, fuck it, I'll fall. We'll deal with that later. But yeah, I've also tried the. I'm a huge fan of the shockboard systems. They have the trick stick, which is this. It's like this little handle, and I love that because you can rotate it and you can set the angle and the height. And then if you want to use it, you can use it. If you don't want to use it, you can just swivel it out of the way.
And you use that on your feet?
Yeah. It's like it kind of looks like a mountain bike handle. So you just kind of swivel it on, and it's got an open end, so you just slide your foot right under. Great product. Unfortunately, I think they're still working on logistics. They keep pushing back the date when they're going to be on, but it's tough to start a business in these days for something like that. Be stoked to see that though, a little bit more widespread.
I know a couple of people that have it. So I mean, I have seen it, and it was an option. It was one of the things I was looking at. I love the way you can switch it and handle it and carry your board with it. That is freaking awesome. I just didn't know
super easy to use.
I didn't know how good of a foot strap it would be.
It's great. We went and hit trails on them, so because you can put them on both ends of the board, so you can just lock both your feet in. And man, on trails, it's perfect because if you do need to, you're hitting some rock terrain, you can just step out of that. And Sookie, it's called the Trick Stick by Shockboards, Shockboard Systems. So I think they have it on their webpage, but it's not available yet. Some people still have the prototypes. So yeah,
it's fucking cool as shit.
Super cool. Because if you need to step out, you can just slide your foot out.
Something like that, I would really hope that some brand would pick up as an option. Like you can get your board with that. That's what
like
they
already
need something.
Set up.
Yeah, you can get it stocked with with that stick. That would be a great option. It would help them move a lot of units, and two great tastes that taste great together type of thing. So, and that's my thing that what I was asking as far as like, can you really use it as a foot stop? Because with the Tommy Boy straps, I'm worried about flex. And like you said, you want your foot really wedged and strapped in. Now, I'm sure that flip stick, rip stick thing ain't flexing because, like you said, it's a darn mountain bike handlebar type thing. And I felt it. It's solid as hell. So I don't know how much Tommy Boys. I don't know how much those like half shell things will flex, but it's carved and it ratchets. So I don't know how. I'm sure like once your foot is wedged in there, it's in there, but I don't know.
I'm sure it'd make it sturdy enough that you don't just snap it. Like say you're racing and you just lean a little too far back and then just pops off.
Right.
But hopefully it doesn't do that. But I'm sure they're sturdy enough to withstand that.
Yeah, I would really imagine they would be. I'll ask Tommy. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to badmouth your product, Tommy. Just asking questions. Yeah. Well, I really hate to cut this short. I mean, it's only been an hour and a half, hour and 41 minutes. Do we as we creepily slowly crawl to the end of this? Does anybody have any questions, any comments, anything they want to say? I really want to know, Torrie, how did you like those sneakers, those pink ones?
They weren't bad. I wouldn't say like. See, my
Better
only
than your
thing is like
DC?
I'm really into my DCs. Like I'm just so used to them at this point, and like they're just like they're so poofy, and they just I've never. This is gonna sound really. The people that get it, but I've never outran my shoes and stubbed my toenails in DCs, and that's what I love about them so much. Like other shoes, like when you just barely are able to like outrun the fall, sometimes your feet will like slide forward inside your shoes, and all of your toenails just like and that just doesn't
I
happen with
felt that.
DCs.
I
Yeah,
felt
so
that right now.
yeah, so and I don't know, I'm just really used to them at this point, and like, but those weren't as bad. Like I thought they felt different on my feet, so I was a little but they had good grip, not too much grip to where I couldn't like move my feet around on the grip tape or anything. But
What's
I don't
that?
think
The
they were bad.
Adidas ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, they're
Gazelles.
pretty flexible.
Yeah, that's the ones I think I raced in Tef 1, and they were way too squishy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I did
they're the ones
not.
Morgan wears. They're
Oh,
like
really?
yeah,
They're so
they're like
squishy though.
handball. They're handball type sneakers, but they're just perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
I
very
thought they
comfortable.
felt
They're
good.
very comfy, but when your foot gets a little sweaty and you're carving and
Okay,
taking those turns, my foot does slide
Just
in
slip.
those. Yeah.
gotcha.
Honestly, it's again the reason I like my motorbike boots, because they usually come with orthotic inserts that heat mold to your feet eventually, so it just hugs your foot and it just doesn't
Fancy.
move in it. Yeah.
Yeah, those might be the next things I grab. I love Dionysi. They usually they I haven't had a product ever from them that I didn't like.
Yeah, I can't remember the actual name. Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
I'm
Nope, I've
familiar
worn
with them.
that
I was
already.
looking at those before
Yeah, they're
for
like
motorcycle riding.
Air something, I think they're called. I can't remember the actual name of them.
I
I've worn out the.
I do a brand loyalty thing. Like, I like to keep my brand, if possible, keep my brands around. Like, I wear a lot of Alpine Star, so that's why I never tried the Dionysies. But I have ridden my skateboard with some of my motorcycle sneakers and motorcycle boots, and they do work fairly well.
I wouldn't. I only use these if I'm using a foot strap and I don't need to move my foot and feel the deck so much. I still wear my Vans when I'm on like my radian board with no foot strap and I'm street riding. I still prefer Vans because I like to move my feet around. But my race boards, when I know I'm gonna crash, I wear those.
Okay. Well, I don't want to go, but
Dinner time.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking. I was like, the second this is done, I'm gonna go find something to eat.
Right. Hey, I was smart. I ate before this. I was smart.
Oh, that's what took you so long.
Yeah, I had the link was working. The link been working. I was throwing a grub down. Said, I'm not messing with these girls. They talk forever. Karen, Torrie, Dina, thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. This has been a great episode of the ESK8 UK Live Show. And thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and sharing all your stories. And hopefully I kept you guys entertained. And the t-shirt, we got to do the Too Swift.
Writing down.
Yeah, right. The Too Swift t-shirt and the gambling, the ESK8 gambling.
Hey, let me know. I make the merch.
We'll be on the next sports betting for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming soon.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man.
You're welcome. Thank you. Suki, thank you for doing everything that you do. If you have anything to say now, Suki, go ahead and say it. Suki doesn't have anything to say. That's why she's silent, Suki. Oh wait, we talking about Karen and Dina. You know, Suki only skates in stilettos.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
I can see from her profile picture.
Yeah,
It's pretty hardcore. I would break my ankles, by the way.
Yeah, that ain't for show or fashion. That is the real deal. She is the truth. Okay. She's been challenging me
of that.
She's been challenging me to look. If I can find some size 13 6 stiletto heels, I'll make the video. I will make the video.
I'll send you a link. There's gonna somewhere on the internet you can order them.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna be embarrassed, but I'm gonna do it. Did I get my toes painted? No open toe shoot. No open toe. No peep toe or open toe.
They are technically
protect those dogs.
ESK8 con regulation. They are high tops and closed toe. So
yes. I need that.
I'd pay to see that, by the
way. All proceeds will go. We need to hurry up and do it, and all the proceeds go to our gambling. You know.
Now's a good time to start a Patreon.
Oh man. And you know, Torrie show up with one. She was like, "Hey Kyle, here's your link." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, girl. Thank you." Well, like I said, you know, we've said it all, we've done it all, we've rode it all, and I really hope to see you all at next year's Heartland PEV Fest in Ohio, because it's really fun. It's a different type of skating. I've never been. You know, when you think of Ohio, you don't know what to think of Ohio. Like, I've never been to Ohio. So I'm like, what the hell's in Ohio? A lot of corn. A lot of corn. A whole lot of corn. So if you like corn as much as I like corn, come ride through some cornfields with me in about 362 days from now or so. Something like that. But yeah, let's call it a night. I gotta get back to work. You guys gotta eat. And thank you so much for coming out and enjoying us. Thank you for everybody that's watching. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Jared. Never Yielding. And everybody else that asked the question and just participated in tonight's show. Thank you so much. And hope to see you on the next show.